Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Oriofe Jesu and it's always a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for all your loves. I really appreciate it. God bless you. If you're here for the first time, I want to say a big thank you. Thanks for clicking on my video and watching. It means a lot to me. Thanks to all my subscribers. I mean, the church is marching on. The ministry is growing and I really appreciate 10, 20, 30 people. So much love for all of you. I am very, very grateful. Thank you so much. And if you're here, you've not subscribed, come on, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Anyway, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much. Thank you. Today I'm going to share my first year experience in Canada, and I'm going to give you honest reviews about Canada. I mean, what I think, my personal opinion. I actually made a video earlier on regrets, or I feel fortunate about coming to Canada, but I just want to give a detailed experience from the old start of the journey to leaving Nigeria and everything in between. Okay, so let's get into it. Leaving Nigeria was planned, God's plan. We've been planning this for a long, if you saw my previous video, talked about everything that led to the journey. And the toughest part for me was leaving family and friends, my mom, my dad, my in-laws, my younger sister. Oh my god. I miss her so much, baby girl. I miss you. I miss you so much. But I'm trusting God that she would be with me soon. That was one of the toughest part of leaving your own country. And considering that I've been in Nigeria all my life, I've not traveled. Okay, I've been to Ghana. It's international travel now, baby. So that's my only international travel, to see if I'm to visit family friend, more like a vacation for me and my husband. Then the second one is definitely coming to Canada. And I've never left Nigeria. I've never left Nigeria. It's hard. It was hard, but I knew there was a motive, there was a reason for the move, and with the help of God has been faithful. And we weighed our pros and cons as a family before we did it. We planned adequately and God backed it up. So saying goodbye to loved ones was very, very hard. It was good. Where I lived, some people went to UK. Most of them went to UK. I think I was the one that came to Canada. But my husband didn't want UK because we wanted to go to UK. My husband didn't want UK. But we still keep in touch. We're one big family. So eventually, if I stay back, I was going to miss all of them. I still have some people that are still in Nigeria that I'm praying that they will come, right? But I miss everybody. So saying goodbye was actually very hard. And I was also hopeful that there were greater opportunities ahead. For me, I'm very fluid, so I knew that in every environment I find myself, I can equip myself to fit in and to be able to give my best. I used to feel like if I'm giving this best, I'm giving to my employer in my own country. If I give this same energy to someone else, to a better system, I'm gonna get valued. I will be valued more. So that was another thing that was a catch for me, great opportunities that were ahead of me. So yeah, I left Nigeria. See, they didn't want my younger sister to follow me to the plane. Not into the plane, into the airport. I'm like, no. I thought I'd stay outside. I was so angry. But eventually I found my way to bring her in, because I cannot just see. That girl was crying. Oh my god, sir. She was doing hard gear. Eventually when she saw me, going to the boarding, what do they call that thing again? Well, boarding gates. That position where no family can follow you is what she was crying. And for me, I left with my friend. We planned our journey together. She was just coming to Canada. We're going to the same college. I'm a very good friend, Adebola. Shout out to you, baby girl. So we planned our journey together, because we'll be hearing that Canada is this and that. It's boring. So two are better than one, even if it's not husband and wife. Two are better than one. So it was good. We planned our journey together. We went shopping together, market malls and everything. And some things she will buy for me, some things I'll buy once again, and then we exchange things like that. So it was packing and everything was really sweet. And because I had my own visa like a couple of months before I traveled, so I had prepared. I mean, my kids were gonna come like 6 weeks after I arrived, but I had packed everybody's bag so that there'll be no we left this thing, we forgot or anything. I like to, have my things done in a particular way. So I've packed everybody's bag, packed the sea cargo I was going to send. I've packed everything before I left Nigeria at all. So we got on the board. It was good. My mom called me. I cried. I wish I actually made that video then, because as at that time I didn't even have any mind to start YouTube. So I didn't even record. I just, did a few. My sister did a few recording when I was at the airport, and when I was at the airport, and maybe we did took some pictures in the plane, and that was it. Took some pictures at a stopover at Cairo, and that was it. But I mean, when my mommy called me, because she couldn't even come to see me, or I was just crying. I mean, the tears were just flowing. It was a very, 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 very emotional moment for me. And of course, we talk every day, but notwithstanding, it can't be like when I just want to, but I don't want to see her. So we had to stop over at Cairo, of course. Yeah, I love the meals on the plane. They were not bad, they were not like bad. And it's been an amazing 1 year. We arrived in Canada. We got an Airbnb. We stayed there for some time. We came to London. We checked our school out. So we came like 5 weeks before school resumption. 5 weeks before school resumption, because we believe that, okay, if we come in early, we can try to store some things, get accommodation. And that was one thing that also helped me, because we planned that before my family comes, or before our family comes, if we come in earlier, we'll be able to put some things together. We don't have to all get lost together. We don't have to, if I come in like a month or even a couple of weeks earlier, it was going to be easy for me to find my way around, and I can now be carrying my children and husband to show them, okay, this is what you have to do, this is what you have to do, this is what you have to do. So, and that was very, very helpful. So like our family came like a couple of weeks after we arrived. So myself and my friend arrived after the Airbnb. We didn't get accommodation. We actually planned to get accommodation and stay for some time, maybe a shared apartment, but we didn't get. Then our aunt said, school have no reason, Jerry. You people should come to Toronto. Toronto, okay. So that's how we carry our bag and baggage. So and we, went to Toronto. Yeah, I forgot to mention the part that there was a church that actually picked us from the airport. That, it's one of their service to humanity that they do, and I really appreciate. And that's my church now. I love my church. I love my church. So the pastor came with his wife to pick us from the airport all the way from London. They drove 2 hours. And they waited for us to do our checkout and everything. And oh God, I was so, so happy. And, my heart blessed them. And my heart still blesses them, because they are one amazing set of people. And, they did it for a lot of people that were not even church members. Anybody just indicated interest. As long as can plan together, they'll come and pick you. A lot of people that they pick don't know attend our church, but it was just a service to humanity, and also to God that they do personally. And that was really, really helpful. So they picked us because how did we get to meet them? We're on a fashion group then. So the college group, a lot of people just say, okay, if you're arriving at so we can help you and all that. And then we indicated interest, and they came to pick us. That was a lot for us. So that was a lot for us. It was really, really helpful. We're comfortable. After they even dropped us off, she bought us roasted chicken from Food Basics. That was our first experience to Food Basics. Then we're calculating naira to dollar. Oh my God, I wish I recorded all those, those times. But notwithstanding, they were actually very, very fun moments. So she bought us bread. She had pastor and his wife bought us bread. Mommy bought us chicken, roasted chicken for us to just have something to eat. So we got to the Airbnb, we ate bread that they gave us. Just ate bread and the chicken and then drink. And later we made spaghetti with the chicken. And after then, my aunt asked us to go to Toronto. And then we went to Toronto after 3 days. And yes, in Toronto, oh my God, it was so much fun because my aunt is so fun. So we stayed at her place. She spoiled us one more. I had a very good soft landing coming to Canada. I just knew that God had gone ahead. Everything had just been going nice. So we had And of course, the kids were not there, so I had a nice time. My hands, we went on boat cruise. We went on, we had what's it called, family hangouts with our friends. We went to Brampton. Then it was like the end of summer, and people were still having fun and all that. She made us add fun. She helped us with a lot of things. She guided us on what to do, how to shop, how to do this. I mean, a lot of things that I know on cutting costs, she was on that, taught me about it. So that was arriving. And when myself and my friend were like, are we in Canada? Are we in Canada? Oh yeah, pinch me, pinch me. It was so funny. I swear to God. I mean, like, when I remember those times, I'll be like, God is faithful. And God is faithful to me, my friends. God is faithful to everyone around me. I'm like, we're so annoying. If we're going to cross the road then, I mean, when we're going on this zebra crossing, myself and my friend would be like, we're not running, no. Cars are waiting for us. Cars are waiting for us. It was my own country. The driver would have said, kilo share. It was so much fun. I mean, we had fun. We had fun because we didn't even have our kids, so we're just going about. We got lost. We found our way. We learned how to use the map. We learned how to, go on the bus. We learned how to shop. We learned how to find our ways around. We learned how to, look for apartments. We learned how to get stuffs online for free. We learned how to, book. We learned how to meet people. I mean, we're just exploring. Went to school. We learned how what are the things that we're actually entitled to as a student, and it was actually a very, very good time. We met people, we networked. It was very, very good. So like arrival was really, really good, and because we had ourselves, there was not so much of isolation or like but instead there's depression and everything. Well, we were having fun. And so when we came back to London, we had a big family host us, because my lease was going to start in the middle of September. So, and my family was arriving like a day or two after my lease starts. So we had a family that also, took us in. God bless them. They took us in, and I think we stayed there for like 2 weeks. They were also fun. I mean, the husband and wife, we just synced. I have known the lady online. A lot of people we met online, and we just gel like that. I mean, Nigerians are really amazing people. They are really, really amazing people. So, I know some people might have had some experiences, but yeah, in every system you have the good, the bad, the ugly. I mean, but I've always met the good people. I'm grateful to God for that. So what are the things that the major things in Canada that people need? Housing, housing was at first it was seeming like a big deal, because I would check. So I got a call that if you arrive in Canada, you have to change your location on Canada to your current location. Not like you have to share it, but like just change it. Because a lot of people, when I noticed that when I was chatting people up on Facebook Marketplace for house listing, they don't reply me. But after I changed mine, located in Bababa, they started replying me. So I started getting responses, and I got some people when I was in Toronto, I got some people to help me visit different places, but they were not like what I wanted. And some were basement. My aunt was like, because I have kids, I mean, basement is fantastic, especially when you're a couple and it's just you guys. But when you have kids, my aunt said it might be cold sometimes and it might not be too good for the kids, so that we should just look out for a house or an apartment for the meantime. Well, a house, of course, houses here are very expensive, so the next option was an apartment. I didn't really want an apartment, but I live in an apartment now, and I don't think it's bad. I think I'm enjoying it. Except the fact that my son said, Mama, we don't have a backyard like we used to have in Nigeria and all that. But apart from that, and I told him, of course, we're going to have it soon. So housing, the whole process for getting a house is another. It's another thing, because the landlord also needs to be sure that you're able to pay your fee, because most of them take mortgages, and it is from the rents that they also pay their mortgages and all that. So they want to be sure that you're financially stable. You're not just coming and then because in Canada tenants have right, so they cannot just evict you from the house or just tell you to go. So they need to be sure you're capable. So getting housing was actually, it was a bit of a big deal at first, but eventually we're able to get something nice. And I know I honestly enjoy where I stay currently. Clothing. So when I arrived, it was still summer, and I brought all these sweaters, jackets, and I didn't have things to flex with and stuff like that. So my aunt took us to buy some tops and at thrift stores. So like you can get clothes at thrift stores here, and there are also places you can get new, and you can also order online from Shein, Temu, and all these online stores. Yeah. So that was another thing that I did. Although I planned to bring my clothes through Sea Cargo, but I just took like the ones that were really needed at the main time, because they were like, oh, it's cold. And I wish I wish I had not taken all those things, but well, it got so good. I had to go and buy some stuff at the thrift store, and after that, like after getting all that, so that I can still be funky for summer. So, but everything was still useful at the long run. But if you're coming, just put a little bit of summer, clothes in your load, especially if you're not coming during the winter, because you can always buy winter stuff when winter is approaching, right? And you can send all your stuff through Chicago. Like you can send all what you wear, all what you like to wear from your own country. There are seasons where you can still rock them and you will, feel good about it. So, clothing, you can get clothes like may not be as fashionable, because I hear that London, UK, you can get some fashionable clothes, but like Canadians are like simple, I guess. So you might not get all this fantastic London Paris clothes and stuff, but you still look good if you can buy your stuff well. And food is cheap. Food is cheap. Food is cheap. Feeding is, well, some people say, but compared to where I'm coming from, food is cheap. And you can also bring, I eat Nigerian food every day. I mean, I eat food from my own country every day. I have done sea cargo like twice. I've done air cargo once, and I've had someone also bring some stuff for me. And you can bring everything you want. Just plan adequately. Food is cheap. Oh, things like tomatoes, basic grocery, you can get them here. But things like, because African store can be quite expensive, so buying your stuff in bulk and send on a sea cargo that is going to take maybe $500 per kg when you buy a lot of stuff. Like I bought palm oil like twice on sea cargo now. I mean 25 liters keg of palm oil, and it's a lot cheaper than buying, because I bought the first one I bought was like maybe 30 something thousand. The second I bought like 50,000. But guess what? I'm buying palm oil from African store at $25, and that's even cheap, because very first one I bought after I ran out of the initial one I had was like $16 for 2 liters. I'm like, 2 liters, that's 17,000. So shipping is gonna save you a lot than buying from African store. But everything you want, you can still get it from African store. So yeah, those are like basic things in Canada that you need for survival, right? So it's important that like you can't even negotiate all these things. So it is available in Canada. It's everything you want is available in Canada in a nutshell. So finances. Well, in Canada, I think you have more chances of making lots of money, especially, I don't know, if you're not in politics in Nigeria and you're probably not earning dollar in Nigeria, I don't think anybody's doing so fantastic. I mean, people that see any naira, maybe you are earning like 5 million naira in Nigeria. Now that's like 5,000 Canadian dollar, or maybe like 4,000 USD. But if you're earning naira in Nigeria, I don't think it's a good place. I don't think that any naira is a good place. So you tend to make more. Like if I change $10 now, it's more than 10,000 naira. I mean, my whole salary in a month is less than 200 Canadian dollar. Can you imagine? My whole salary when I was in Nigeria. So you tend to make more. Like people talk about the bills, but come on, you don't live beyond your whatever. And for you and your spouse, if you're working together, in Canada, it takes two people to work hand in hand. And if you're single, you can equally still make a good stuff by not passing your boundary. I've talked about it in one of my videos talking about saving costs in Canada. If you're single, I know you might want your space, but maybe until you get a PR and you're really settled, getting shared apartments where you have, you share apartment with somebody the person has one room, or you get 3 bedroom, you guys have one room each, is a way to save a lot on cost in Canada. So you can make much money, much more money, and you can take care of, you can do dorime for people that are also looking up to you. Not like all of us are in Nigeria and we are angry with ourselves, over naira, inflation, deflation, blah blah blah. So there's potential to actually make more money here if you know what you're doing, with the help of God, right? Keeping up, hey, keeping up with my friends. I'm very intentional about friendship and relationships. So I know, like my mom, we set an alarm to talk at 8 o'clock Nigerian time, 8:45, yeah, and that's the time I pick my kids too, because she wants to talk to her grandchildren, of course. So we're just intentional about it. I look at the time I can call my friends in the UK and catch up with them, we chat and all that. If you drop me a chat, I'll reply you. I'm still very active on my Nigerian WhatsApp. So like if you drop a message from me in a day or two, I'm gonna see it, I'm gonna reply, drop a voice note. If I can call immediately, I call and just get it done. I value my relationship, and that's why I'm always angry when I call somebody and the person is like, one person cannot call back. I'm like, this is not fair now. This is not fair. I'm taking my time to call you, and because I just want us to keep that bond, right? And on weekends, I try to call my other siblings I know in Nigeria too, because of maybe we have the same, time zone and stuff like that. So yeah, I try to keep my relationship as much as possible so I don't lose touch of my relationship because I moved to Canada. I mean, why should I lose touch because I moved to Canada? So intentionality is very important in keeping communication with family and friends. I mean, very intentional. I'm a very intentional person in that regard. Oh, hey, I'm very intentional. If you're my friend and I've not been intentional about calling you, just call me out. Yeah, I'll change, but I'm very intentional. Believe me, I'm very, very intentional. Yeah, it's normal for you to sometimes when I see my friends' updates, I feel like, they didn't tell me this one, they didn't tell me this one. But like life happens, like you can't be keeping tabs on everything, but as much as possible, just still communicate, keep the bond. When you connect, let it be real, let it be genuine. Like my friend, oh, love me. She's such a sweet baby girl. Like we can catch up on 10 years. If we've not spoken for 10 years, and then it seemed like we were not even apart. So I really love that part. She's not a friend that will say, you did not call me, and then she said, So we try to keep that touch. Spirituality. This one is very, very, very crucial. And why I mean crucial, because see, in my own country, you literally pray for everything. You pray for electricity. God, as I'm getting let there be light. I need to cook. God, please, this gas that I have, let's not finish. I mean, you pray for everything. You just need God. You just need God to be in Nigeria. To be in Nigeria, to survive in Nigeria. And as you're going, God, don't let me enter one chance. God, I beg. So, like, you just pray for everything. Like, literally just pray for everything. But yeah, it's a working system. Actually, you're comfortable. You're comfortable. If I am going to work and I drive 30 minutes to work, 25 minutes. I just leave home 9:30 or 1:30 and I know I'll get to work. But in my own country, if my work is 8 o'clock, I must leave home by 5, because if I don't, I'm on my own. I am on my own. I mean, why will I leave work home 3 hours before? Nobody's paying for that 3 hours. The sleepless nights, the hustling and bustling and everything. Shout out to Lagos. Lagos for life. But hey, life is sweet in a working system. Let me say, life is sweet in a working system, and you get so comfortable. So you might forget God, because you feel like, oh, I'm getting on this light. I mean, my son came and said, Mama, do you mean it's gonna be life forever in Canada? I'm like, yes. This is what a working system is. There's gonna be life forever. So sometimes when the light blinks, when there is maintenance, of course they must have notified us. They're like, Mama, they took the light. I'm like, they will soon restore the light. It was just maintenance, something. But it's a working system. Everything just And for Canada, they want everybody to have equal opportunities. They want everybody to have something. I mean, low income earners, you see the categories of people they give different things. The more you go up the ladder and you're becoming more financially stable, the less the government is giving you, the more they're taking from you to also help people that are coming up. I mean, the low and the modest earners, they just want to carry everybody along. If you want to drive a Tesla 2025, you can go and take it. As long as you can effectively plan and stick to your plan, you have a job and you're paying your monthly dues. I mean, like, just a Uber driver or a salesperson, a shop attendant can live good life. You have good housing, you have good road, you have access to things that everybody can have access. You can get a phone. I mean, I want to get iPhone 16 Pro Max now. I was just walking and they'll spread it around for me. So there was no need for me. At some point, if I want to change my phone, I would think. Is it necessary? Is it ideal? Is it, I would just think of several things before I change my phone, or you think of this thing, I need to do it. So, but in a place like this, things work and they make life easy for you. So you might not remember God. So spirituality is very hard. So you have to be very intentional. And for me, having a family church was very, very key for me, because I love places where we go do the Sunday school for the children and all those things, and the communal, the community, the friendship, the network. I enjoy my church so much. God bless them. Giant Cathedral. If you're in London, Ontario, and you're looking for a place to worship, Redeem Giant Cathedral. Just check for RCC Giant Cathedral. It's an amazing place to be. I mean, I love every part of what we do in our church. And for spirituality, like some of my friends, we have prayers at different times. Even the ones I know in Canada, we schedule prayers on different days. Like last year, we're really very consistent, and we just log on. I set my alarm goes on at 4:30. That's the time where I will have attended to my kids. They are in their online classes, and I can just have like a 30-minute me time, because I work nights. Most of the time when I come in the morning, I just want to get the kids ready for school. If I try to pray, I'm probably just dozing off, but I know by that 4:30 I'm a lot better. I can study, I can pray, just be intentional about your spiritual walk with God. This is not about being transactional at this point. It's just about being intentional, that I want to have a walk with my Father, communing with God. And intentionality in your spirituality is very, very important. So those are things that surround the whole living Nigeria and my experience so far. I'm going to have a part of this video. I'm going to talk about the perks of Canada. I'm sure I must have mentioned one or two in this video, but I'm just going to highlight them so you can also know, can also benefit from these things. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and bye.